Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Keilidh. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the madness. So today I'm bringing you a drugstore tutorial. I've never done one of these on my channel before and it was really highly requested. You can understand why makeup is expensive AF. Obviously I want to be able to bring you guys some tutorials using cheaper products or just give my thoughts anyways on what products I think are still worth buying. Even though they're still cheap, it's still money you're spending. So we need to know what's good. So I was in Penneys the other day. Oh, Penneys is Primark, by the way. In Ireland it's called Penneys. Penneys hon. I don't know why. It's just called Penneys here. But whenever I say Penneys, I mean Primark to the rest of the world. So I was in Penneys the other day and I kind of just went on a massive haul and bought loads of stuff. So a lot of this stuff here is either the Penneys brand or stuff that can be bought in Penneys or else stuff that could just be bought in like Boots or like your regular drugstore or like chemist or whatever. This was super highly requested, so I really hope you enjoy. And let's get started. Oh, glorious. Hello, my name is Keilidh, otherwise known as Pineapple. Okay, so first off I'm starting with this Essence Glow to Go Illuminating Setting Spray. So Essence can be bought in Penneys. I'm just gonna, if I can open it. What is the situation? So this is Illuminating Setting Spray. My skin is looking a little bit shit by the way guys because I was drinking at the weekend. When I drink it comes out in my skin, alright? And I put a little bit of fake tan on my face so that kind of emphasizes it more. Oh, we're spitting. Oh god, that's very spitty. The smells grand. That's fine. Oh, look it! I didn't even look at myself. All the big, oh my god, look at my hair. Do you see all like the, oh, how don't I see? Okay, well I can definitely see the illuminating. Oh god, this is like really illuminating. Physically seeing the dots, the like glowy stuff. But the spittiness, that's not good. This says it's a setting spray. No, I'd only ever use that before my foundation. That would ruin your foundation just of how like spitty it is and because of how like reflective it is. But beforehand, it's great. Like that by itself, just wanting to kind of make yourself look glowier, like on a non-makeup day, I'm all about that, but I would not be using that over my foundation. Okay, so another brand that's sold in Penneys or Primark is Flormar. So I don't know if you've seen, but on my channel I do Talented Thursday, so I let people take over my Instagram stories every Thursday, and a very talented artist called Tracy McDermott was on my page, and she used the Flormar Double Radiance Primer. So it's like a highlighting primer, and it looked insane on her, so obviously what Tracy says I do. I can't remember if she used a brush or not, but I'm just gonna use my hand. Oh wow, I look like I have a beard. Okay, so I'm definitely glowy. I am glowing to the gods. I like how it gives you a little bit of colour. I think I'm just too pale for it to be on. Like I think if you had like a natural tan and put this on, it would be stunning. But I think because I'm just so pale and that gives good coverage. Like that literally like nearly matched. And the foundation then that I'm going to use is the Flormar Perfect Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade 102 Soft Beige. So I found it was kind of hard to pick my shade, so I don't even know if this is right, but we'll see. I've seen so many people harp on about this, and I think this foundation is literally in around like a tenner. This is how it comes, and I think this is how you're supposed to. Oh. Okay, no, there is a pump on it, but there's like loads of plastic on it, so I'm just not bothered. Yeah, I think this is a good colour for when I put my tan on anyways. And I got the Perfect Coverage Foundation. I know they have like mattifying ones as well, which is really good. More illuminating ones as well. I think this was the one that was in between. I could be wrong. I can't even remember. Oh my god, I have the, what's the word? I don't know, like attention span of like a goldfish or something. I'm just bouncing it in with my beauty blender. I have loads of like drugstore products. The only thing is I don't really have brushes. Now this is grand because it can be bought in Boots. I really like the Real Techniques beauty blender just because it's like the perfect mixture between silicone and, what is it, sponge? Guys, look at the coverage. Wow. I've seen some people harping on about this, but oh my god, that coverage is amazing. That's so nice, and it's not like kicking up or drying on my skin. It says it's supposed to last 12 hours and it has SPF 15 in it as well. Okay, so the concealer I'm going to be using is the Makeup Revolution C4. You would have seen me use this in my other, it's literally like €5 or €6 and it's like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Dupe. So that's my concealer, and then I'm going to set it using the PS. So that's the Penneys range is the PS one. I think that's right, isn't it? This is the banana powder. This is only €4. But for those looking for cheap brushes, my favorite cheap brushes would be Zoeva. There's something in my eye. Using this to set everywhere I put my concealer. Now, generally speaking, when it comes to skin, I would always recommend like investing in good skin products because like your skin can react to them. Now, some people's skin's different. If you don't have sensitive skin, your skin might not react to them. I'm not setting my eyelids. I never do. Now, looking at it now, the only thing I bloody well forgot to get was a bronzer. So I'm going to use my normal bronzers that I always do. This is the Be Bold contouring kit. This is like a dupe for MAC Give Me Sun. My powder is applying so well over this foundation. I can't get over it. I find like drugstore foundations are always a little bit more like on the neutral side. To be honest, a lot of them are more pink as opposed to yellow. I didn't get my brow stuff from Penneys. I used my usual Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 3, but if you guys watch my makeup hacks and tips video, then you'll know that this is what I love to use in my eyebrows as like a brow mascara. It's the Got To Be water resistant spiking glue. It's the best thing for your eyebrows and it's like €4. You're welcome. I think you can get this in Penneys actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave my skin. I'm gonna do my highlighting and blusher after I do my eyes because I just want to see if the foundation oxidizes. So moving on to the eyelids then, you could just use the concealer as your base if you wanted to, of course. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, we know here we do not set our eyelids. So I'm not gonna be setting my lids today for these eyeshadows. I really want to see what they look like. I'm really interested. First off, what I want to say is I absolutely am obsessed with Penneys. I love their stuff. It's so cheap. They're killing it recently with everything. Like you can get proper, like you can get makeup brush belts for like a tenner. They're killing it in that sense and I love it. But there's some things that annoy me. For instance, this amber palette that I picked up. Unreal, because it's €6, but what does it remind you of? Like, what does it remind you of? They're bringing out this new thing, you guys might have seen. There was like a big launch party for it. I seen like a few of the Irish girls I follow were at it. And they're bringing out these new like contour and highlighting kits that literally look the exact same as the one Kim Kardashian put out recently. Didn't pick that up because, well, I didn't pick up the Kim Kardashian one either, right? There's no need. I have my contour and stuff. I think the Kim Kardashian ones were a complete rip-off. So I think it is great that Penneys obviously are providing a dupe. You know, not everyone can afford this really expensive makeup. I completely understand that. But what I don't like is, you know, they could have made it look a little bit different. That's where I get a little bit beefy about it. They could have made it look a little bit different for God's sake. Like I think the most important thing about makeup obviously is the product inside as opposed to like the packaging. So even if they had to dupe the product but made the packaging different, like I think that that could have been so easily done. I don't know, I just think in my head as like a creative person and someone who like puts a lot of thought into like, I don't know, my makeup looks, or like I just think if I was creating a makeup product, how much like of me I would put into it and how much I would try to make it different and cool and how much thought would go into it. And then to see someone just completely rip it off down to literally the last details, like that's annoying. I didn't pick them up because like I said, I had no interest in buying the Kim Kardashian ones, but I'm gonna check where. Yeah, so I think only a few of the items were on the shelf, whereas the full range of the nude collection is releasing next week. So if you guys want me to do a review on those products, then let me know. Everyone knows the Kim Kardashians thing. I just thought, you know, maybe for themselves they'd want to make it just a little bit different, just for like, I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I know other people see it differently, but that's just the way I see it. But yeah, anyways, whatever about them doing that, I have got a few products here that I want to try and that I picked up. So like I said, the Amber palette reminds me very much so of an Urban Decay palette. This is only €6 though. This is what it looks like here. They have got like a berry palette, and I think there's actually a palette called the Urban palette. I think, I could be lying, but I think it's the Urban palette and they've got like vibrant colors in it. Then I picked up the Master palette, which was €8. This one kind of reminds me of MAC a little bit. I didn't actually realise, but a lot of these colours are shimmers. There's literally about 3 or 4 eyeshadows in this that are matte, so that could be a problem. And then what Penneys actually do, which I think is great, they have individual eyeshadows that they sell for €1. €1, like, are you messing? And you can make up your little eyeshadow palettes. Like, I love this. See how they have their like PS, and you know, I think this is really cute. Like, you know, it's clean, it's sleek, I love it. The palette to buy I think was like €9, and then these are like €1 each. So these are the colours I picked up. So I have a few warms and then I have a dark shade. I picked a few colourful ones just because I wanted to kind of test out each and every one. There wasn't really any shades that I was like, oh my god, I need this colour. I kind of picked up the colours that I knew people would like or that people would kind of want to see. So I picked up my warm tones, my browns, my shimmers, and then my pops of colour as well, just to kind of suss out the situation. I'm so curious about these because whenever these first came out, I felt like there was such a big hype about them. Like, it was everywhere, you know, oh my god, can't wait for Penneys and Primark to come out with makeup. And then what they did, it kind of stopped. Like, I haven't seen, and maybe it's just people I'm following, but I haven't seen much about it. So I was like, what's the tea? What's the situation? This guy here just to highlight my brow bone. When it comes to shimmer shadows, I don't really think you can go wrong with them. Like, I think they can be made work. I want to do like an intense look because that's what I do. Do you know, there's no point me showing you like really natural look and be like, oh yeah, these work great, when it's like you've got one eyeshadow on, Keilidh. I'm going to take this warm brown, the single one. This is called Brick. Again, I have not set my eyeshadow. If you've followed me for a while, you know why. My usual amount. You guys know I don't like to go in with like loads. That's come out super pigmented so far. They're not as like chalky as what I expected them to be. Like whenever I'm dipping my brush in, there's no like huge amount of kickback. They're actually quite creamy because I was just going to take some of this shade just to blend it out, and there's like a lot more kickback with this palette just to blend out the edges. You guys, what the hell? These are literally applying like any other eyeshadow that I use. Obviously, we're just on the transition shades at the moment, so this is the easy part, but I'm interested to see how the darker colors go on the colorful colors because they're like harder to do. Expresso. It's a really dark brown. It's not black, it's a really dark brown. And I'm taking that on my Sosu SE202 brush. I hope there's no fallout. The eyeshadows are so creamy. Like literally when I dip my brush in, there's not like loads of kickback. I'm scared with the darker shades because I just want them to like, you know, be super dark. And what the hell is going on? Look at pigment. What's going on? I'm not having to work like really hard for this either, guys. Like this is honestly just happening. Pennies are coming for everyone. By me not setting my base, I know that's why they would have come out more pigmented too. So I'm just curious to know like if any of you have used these and do set your base, do they stick as well? There's literally nothing wrong with these eyeshadows. Like even when I'm blending them together, it's not like they all blend into one or anything like that. I'm just shook. I actually didn't even think this look was going to come out as dark as what it did. Now, the true test. I'm going to go in with this black from the Master Palette. Okay. Nope, that's still ridiculously pigmented. Guys, this is amazing. What the hell? Like, why isn't there more talking about this? I'm just using my same concealer to cut the crease. I've done this before and it worked okay. Actually going to bring a little bit of that orange onto the lid as well, just for a little bit more pop of colour. Okay, I'm literally just trying to figure out how I can make, like, use everything basically. So I'm gonna use this shade here. This is Sunkissed. It's just a really nice metallic-y, champagne-y, orangey shade. I'm gonna use it just on a flat concealer brush. Okay, so there is fallout with those shimmers, which isn't a big deal because I do get it with nearly every shimmer I use. So NYX is a drugstore brand, but it's kind of like up in its game recently. They're coming out with loads of new launches on the 28th of this month. So a few of the products I'm actually using now are part of the new launch. I'm actually doing a takeover on the NYX UK Instagram page, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be showing off all their new products and whatnot. Okay, so this is a pigment primer. I know the NYX glitter glue is supposed to be insane. This one's more of like a putty. Press that where I want to apply the glitter. The glitter I'm using is, it's MGLI 05 gold greeny iridescent one. I think it would look really cute with this look. They're like a much kind of thicker glitter. Like they're a glitter, they're not like a pigment, they're a glitter. And I love how they come out, like they come out like a little salt shaker. And just pressing that, oh wow. Wow. There's a party. And it's on my eyeballs. I am living. Inner corner highlight, I'm going to take this shade here from the Master Palette. It has a slight like pinky undertone to it. The darker colours are even applying really well underneath. Sometimes I find the darker colours don't apply underneath as well because I've powdered that area. They're so pigmented. I'm actually kind of upset that no one is talking about these. Okay, I don't have a drugstore cold pencil, so I'm just applying the Inglot 03 brown into my waterline. Just because I said I'd apply some of the green, even though I don't really want to because I think this looks really nice by itself. Just a little bit of teal. Taking a little bit of this like yellowy greeny colour from the Master Palette and then just going over top of that. So I'm just trying out the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. It's their new mascara that they have out and I really like it. I love when mascaras like dry out. I think they're a lot easier to use when they're a little bit dry, but this mascara already is a little bit dry. So I don't know what that means for whenever it actually does dry out a bit. I'm taking the Sosu Paris lashes, also from Penneys. I think these are actually the New York ones and I just put them in the wrong box. Look at the difference they make. And they're like €6. Guys, like, can you complain, honestly? My favorite lash brand by far, hands down. Okay, so for my highlighter and blusher, Penneys actually have their own little kits that are €6 each. These little guys here, very, very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. Now this says contour and highlight kit, but there's no contour shades in it. Like, these are all highlighters, so I don't know what the sus is in that situation. And then we have this blush kit. Again, it's only €6, but honestly, I only bought it for this. Like, I'm not going to use these colors at all, but this blush looks nice. So just taking this Swoon blush shade, applying that to the apples of, oh my god, I'm so matte. Okay, that foundation is a little bit more matte than I expected. Not mad at it, just means I'm gonna have to apply setting spray and a good bit of highlighter. I really like that blush. These two are a little bit more powdery in consistency as opposed to these two, which are more shimmery. We're gonna use the shade Glimmer first. My only concern with highlighters like this, that is the kind of more like metallic-y feel once you see them, is that they can kind of give off like, I don't know, like a metal kind of like shadow, like a dark shadow sometimes on the skin, depending on your color. Like, you couldn't be any lighter, I don't feel, than what I am at the moment to use this color. Like, if you were any lighter, you would get that kind of metallic-y look. I'm going to take a little bit Eden and Desert and just kind of mix the two and apply it to the highest points. You guys know I like to do this. That's really nice, and that's the more powdery one. What the hell? Yeah, it's nice. Now what I will say is my skin looks like really dry. I need like a good setting spray. I find that when eyeshadow palettes are like that consistency, the highlighters tend to kind of like calm down a little bit and like kind of disappear nearly throughout the day. So we'll leave that for a second and I'm going to move on to my lips. Okay, so for my lips, I didn't have a drugstore lip liner, so I just used Inglot 63 lip liner. It's only a tenner and it's like my favorite. And then I just popped the new NYX Strictly Vinyl lip gloss. This is in the shade it's 03, so SVLG 03. I really like this lip gloss. It's really thick, luxurious, and so pigmented. Other lip glosses I've used from NYX sometimes can be a little bit like sticky, but this is so gorgeous. And yeah, that there is the finished look for you guys using all drugstore products. Well, nearly all, bar like 2 or whatever. Okay, so what are my final thoughts? What are my final reviews? What is the situation? Like, super surprised. I'm like super impressed. I thought because I see no one talking about it that there must be something bad, and I was just kind of honestly trying to like find out what the tea was and find out like why was no one using this. What's the situation? Alright, there needs to be more hype about these eyeshadows. What the hell? Okay, so first off, the foundation. Super impressed with the coverage. Like, honestly, so impressed with it. Do you know what it is? Right, I think I'm just being like super critical right now, obviously because I have to be. This is what I'm doing, I'm reviewing. I believe in all product details down below for you guys anyways. As coverage goes, obsessed. Now it is a little bit too matte for me, but that's very easily fixed. You can just mix like a little illuminator in with it if you want. Then the concealer, obviously you know I love it. The blush and glow kits, they're €6. You know, like, they're grand. They're €6 bloody. I can't get over how blinding that highlight is, but I think I can tell already it's kind of gone off a little bit on my forehead. They kind of sit on top of the skin as opposed to like melting into the skin. It kind of gives a more like powdery highlight look. Eyeshadows, what the hell? I'm just not okay with this. Like, why aren't people talking about these more? Super impressed with these eyeshadows. Like, I can't. Like, you would not look at this face and think, oh yeah, Penneys makeup, would you? I wouldn't. Now this is only a handful of the stuff that you can't get in Penneys. There's an awful lot more as well. So if there's anything in particular, so say like the new nude collection coming out, if you guys want me to review that, let me know down below and I can do that for you. Let me know down below as well if you like these type of videos. Do you like me doing more drugstore things? Because I definitely think I should incorporate it more so onto my channel a little bit more. Let me know what you think down below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and go check out my other videos if you haven't already. I've got loads and loads of tutorials over there, loads of fun videos as well. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.